Hello, my name is Richmonda Garrick, and I am currently outside the West Hall building at Middlesex County College. The ceremony will begin at 2:30, where they will unveil the noble expressions of my dad's work. My dad started this expedition when we were in elementary school. While in elementary school, Sister Miller at our elementary school when we were in kindergarten asked us to write an essay about inspirational African Americans to us. So this essay inspired my dad to create different ballpoint pens where he has introduced great people like Barack Obama, Wole Soyinka, and Martin Luther King, and many others. So Middlesex County College chose to honor my dad, and he has unveiled multiple artworks. They are all in ballpoint pen, and they are all drawn by my amazing dad, which I will now introduce you to, Professor Richmonda Garrick.
Yes, it's indeed a wonderful pleasure for me to be here in front of West Hall academic building that is going to be used for enrollment services, and to have my work permanently installed here. 13 ballpoint pen drawings of African Americans. Like my daughter mentioned earlier, I had the inspiration to do these drawings while I was reading through their biographies. And I was so thrilled by their stories, and I felt the commitment to do these drawings in gratification for their struggle. And not only that, I believe that if it wasn't for Martin Luther King and others who gave up their lives, I would not be here. So that's how I started these drawings. And to see that these drawings have been installed here permanently, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the college, to the college president, vice president, alumni association president, for according me this privilege of having my work here. Not only that, this is really huge support for me and for my work, and I hope that this legacy here today, every Sierra Leonean would take pride in it. And not only that, we would learn a lesson from this so that we will continue to support the arts in Sierra Leone. Because I remember when I was in Sierra Leone, and I had this commitment to the arts. I had this relentless enthusiasm for the arts and incredible passion for drawing to master my skills. But if it wasn't for my conviction, even though the support was not there, but because I had a strong conviction in the arts, and not only that, I knew that I was born to be an artist, I was determined to pursue this relentlessly. And this is clear that when you work hard and you're determined, the dreams do come true. So every of my brothers and sisters in Sierra Leone, if you have a dream and you're a talented artist, please don't give up on your dreams, because dreams do come true. And today my work is being installed here for future generations to enjoy it, admire the work. And not only that, it's an education for everyone who's going to be walking through this building, because they're going to be looking at each portrait and they're going to be testing themselves how much they know about their own history. And this is a symbiotic relationship as well, because I am from Sierra Leone. This was the first college I studied, and my kids were born in this country, and I've done these drawings. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful legacy that is happening here today. So in few minutes, you guys would be part and parcel of this ceremony, because we're going to be showing you live as the ceremony is going on. Thank you.
Sorry, Kat. Hurry up. President and everyone's down here. Yeah, no problem at all. I think you're getting out on social. Are you doing this for social media and stuff?
We are now going inside the West Hall building, and the ceremony will begin shortly.
Hello. Hi.
That's Deborah, right? Deborah?
Yeah.
Richmonda is right there. She is. Yep. Your brother's not here today?
No, he's in college though.
He's in college, okay. Gathering around. That'll be great, thank you.
Leave some space in the back for people going through the aisle. Just gather in front here. No one bites. Everybody stay close. Come forward.
Abdul, you need a pathway there, so.
So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the new West Hall. And first of all, I would like to thank Richmonda Garrick, alumnus class of 1996, for the donation of these 13 incredible prints. These will now be on our wall in our Enrollment Management Services Center, not only for all our current students to see, but prospective students and parents and anyone who comes to be a visitor on our campus. And I think it will serve as a wonderful inspiration for all of those who see it. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And second, I would like to thank Don Drost, who is the person who got this building built for us, this beautiful building. And thank you, Donna, to your staff. And actually, almost just as difficult as building the building was for all of you who work in the building to, under the leadership of Dean Clemens, come on the journey with us to change the way that we work with the students as they come into the college. I think all of us spent about 2.5 years, the exact time that it took to build this building, working on all of your processes and your work schedules. And I know it's still a work in progress and nothing is perfect, but everything that we've put into the building and into your work so far, the students just love it. You know that when they come here, and the parents love it. And all I can say is thank you. And I know that since October, there have been 40,000 student transactions in this building. So if you felt tired at the end of the day, that's why. Thank you so much. I thank you for entering that journey with us when we started. Some of you had the opportunity to go with smaller groups over to Montgomery Community College to see how they were working. And I think our center is so much more beautiful and functional than their center, so we've done a great job. I'd like you to take the opportunity now to look at the artwork and also to join us for refreshments in the lobby for the park room. Thank you all so much. You got a speech, Brian?
I barely have a voice.
Oh, what happened?
But I can say a couple of things in regards to, we just want to thank the administration for the support in building this magnificent building. We actually see the benefits that of serving the students in this, I can't even say it, in this process, in this formality, and I think we're going to do great things in West Hall. So thank you.
You know, first of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to President Morales and the Vice President and the Alumni Association President, Joanne, Roger, because it was interesting that I was at the last Alumni Association dinner, and while I was sitting there, I had this inspiration to donate these reproductions to the college in appreciation for what this college has done for me. Because coming from Sierra Leone in 1991 and had to settle here during a difficult time while Sierra Leone was on the brink of a civil war, it wasn't easy. But if it wasn't for the nurturing educators here and the nurturing environment, I don't think I would have achieved everything I've done so far. Because Middlesex County College laid the foundation. Let me say this again. Middlesex County College laid the foundation for me to continue to grow in this country. Please.
Yeah.
And as I'm standing here today, this is really a wonderful support for the arts. I don't want to take this for granted. Let me explain something. While Dorothy was working on the exhibition for Noble Expressions, Dorothy actually extended an invitation to our ambassador to be here, and even reached out to our ambassador through email, and she didn't get a response. So to see that I am from Sierra Leone and have been embraced by the United States of America, by Middlesex County College, I don't want to take it for granted, because this is almost non-existent. And while I'm doing this here today, I make sure that my daughters actually streaming this live, so that every Sierra Leonean in my own country, younger Sierra Leoneans who have the talent like me, while I was there, I had the talent, but the support was not there. But I'm standing here today because of my conviction, my determination, my relentless passion, and my commitment, not only to the art, but to mastery, to make sure that every time I grow and I get better. That's the reason why I'm standing here today. So therefore, to all my brothers and sisters in Sierra Leone, please believe that dreams do come true when you work hard. So to you guys here, who are students, dreams do come true when you work hard, because to see these works here today, it's a clear manifestation of that. And not only that, it's going to be an education for everyone walking through this building, because you're going to be testing yourselves how much you know about the history and these inspirational stories that are on the wall here today. So thank you very much. I really appreciate this. And this is the saddest moment for me, because I wish my dad was here. And you know, in Africa, we were watching a comedian recently, and she said there are only 4 professions in Africa. You can either be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, or a disgrace to the family. So you can imagine when I told my dad that I was going to be an artist, probably I was going to be a disgrace to the family. But today I'm not. But he's not here to witness this, and my dad never had the opportunity because he passed away when I was in college in Sierra Leone. But I'm quite sure he's here in spirit. Thank you very much.
So Richmond will be here if you'd like to talk to him about his art. I think you each have a brochure about the biographies of those that he has portrayed. Please join us in the Parkview room for some light refreshments, and have a good remainder of the day. Thank you.
Hi, Rick.
How are you? Sent to me that.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Richmonda Garrick, and I'd like to go through all the ballpoint drawings and explain to you just a short amount of who they are and what they help do towards the cause. We have Duke Ellington. He was a jazz composer and a jazz pianist, well known for his band leader in jazz and a continuing fight for the Americans. Yes, I'm so sorry. Here we have Ida B. Welsh. She was a well-known African-American poet in 1802. Here we have Malcolm X, who was known, him along with Martin Luther King, a very famous civil rights activist during the fight for freedom and less oppression for African Americans. Here we have Louis Armstrong. He was a jazz trumpetist and an American trumpeter, composer, and singer. Here we have Rosa Parks, well known for her contribution to the American Civil Rights Museum. She was known for not giving up her seat on the bus when a white man wanted her seat because there was no more seats in the section, so he came to the colored section. And she was really one of the main leaders in her group of the Civil Rights Movement. Here we have Thurgood Marshall, an African-American Supreme Court judge who was very helpful in the Brown versus Board of Education. Brown versus Board of Education Lawyer Act. Here we have Ray Charles, the American jazz pianist, as you can see by the picture, known very well for his skill of performance. Here we have Maya Angelou, an African-American poet. Here we have Frederick Douglass, an African-American social reformer, abolitionist, orator, writer, and statesman. And after escaping from slavery in Maryland, he became a national leader of the abolitionist movement in Massachusetts and New York. Here we have the well-known Barack Obama, the first African-American president of the U.S. We have Harriet Tubman, one of the main leaders of the Underground Railroad. Here we have Nelson Mandela, the president of South America. Well, was the previous president of South America, and was a South African anti-apartheid revolutionary, politician, and philanthropist. And he actually served as the president of South America from 1994 to 1999. And last we have Martin Luther King Jr., an African-American civil rights movement leader. In his early career, he was on the Montgomery bus boycott and helped founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference in 1957, serving as the first president. And he also helped organize the 1963 March on Washington, where he delivered his most famous speech, "I Have a Dream."
Fine, how are things with you?
And as we're just going to do a final walkthrough of all the ballpoint drawings that our father, Richmond Garrick, dedicated to the Middlesex County College Student Information Center.
Malcolm X was involved with Islam.
Which one is Deborah and which one is...
Isn't it beautiful? I'm so proud.
It's